He was so inspiring. He was the most, still to this day, maybe the most inspiring professor I've ever known. First, for his wide intellect, and also his humanity and his humanistic approach to scholarship, and how he was just so consumed with the human dimensions of problems. And so I just admired him so much. He was really supportive of my intellectual work. He always thought my ideas were interesting, even when they weren't. He was more like in my mind as this inspiration. That was really the big thing with respect to David. I have to say, for the first 10 years of my academic life, that is after I left graduate school, he was always looming in my head. It was sort of like, what would David think if I did this? What does David think of that? In a really positive way. I didn't get it wasn't like he was, leaning over my shoulder and criticizing. It was nothing like that. It was just like, can I live up to to his model? And so that was really powerful. Who I think of first in this regard, a young man named John Adler, who's a professor at Olin College of Engineering, and our relationship is really, for me, it's been really, really positive, and I think he'd say the same. And I do feel like I've been a mentor towards him. At the same time, I feel I've learned a lot from him. And so John Adler came to me about 10, 15 years ago in graduate school, and very interested in my work. He'd read a lot of things I had written and got really involved in narrative research. But he took it in a direction I just wouldn't have taken it in, but I'm really glad he did, and that is the study of narrative in psychotherapy. And he has carved out a unique niche in that area, and he is quite the authority in that area. Well, so that's great that he's the authority in that area, and I learn a lot about that area from him. What has started to happen now as he's become more and more established in the field is that he is now becoming kind of an authority in areas where I'm an authority.